Hello and welcome. This review is probably like 3 years overdue by now. Like, I probably should have talked about Nina and Ariel way back when I first bought the book, which I got a physical copy of this thing, unlike some people named Brian Ball. And, sorry, had to get that dig in there. And really, he's the catalyst for doing this review. You might remember a couple months ago I did a live stream that was, hey, what's up with Nina and Ariel? Because this book is done, and yet the Indiegogo campaign has not fulfilled. Now, I looked at the Indiegogo campaign, and it promised like some extra pages and probably some pinups and stuff, but nothing that should really keep the book from coming out, you know? Well, the book still isn't out to my knowledge. They did send this PDF out to everyone, and so here we are, taking a look at this. And I haven't sat down and done a page by page comparison of this PDF with my printed copy, but I think the contents are pretty much the same. So I don't think this PDF contains anything new in it. Now, what is Nina and Ariel? I guess I should get to that part. Maybe I should have started with that. Well, Nina and Ariel is basically a bad girl comic that is allowed to show the goods. You can see 18 plus right up here. Okay, there's our protagonists, Nina and Ariel. And here they are, looking really tough. And I got to be really careful what I show. Like, you can already see, like, we're skirting the lines of YouTube here with what I can show. So I have to be very selective on the pages I show you, what I display here, because half or maybe 2/3 of this book has Ghibli bits hanging out and flopping around all over the place. If that's what you want in a comic book, guess what? This is the book for you. Eventually, whenever it actually comes out. Here's the inside front cover with the credits and all that. And I gotta say, like, the art, the way things are laid out, the way things look, it's all really good, if a little bit, a lot of it, a lot of it exploitive. This book is definitely an exploitation type title. Even compared to other bad girl comics, this book is really something. Why did that go off center? Hello, center please. Now, this book starts off with these two characters here, having just done the nasty, and he's all like, boy, I love you, and she's like, I'm going to stab you if you ever say anything like that again, because I'm not going to be tied down to no man. Nothing more than this. Is that clear? Yes, yes, I promise I won't forget. Now, in case you've ever like read a play written by like Anton Chekhov or somebody, you should have an idea of the concept of Chekhov's gun. I'm not going to say anything else about the plot line up to that point, except for that. So we will not be revisiting this guy in this review. If you want to see that. In fact, I don't even think I can show the pages that he's in because I think she's naked in them. This whole book is like that. Like, I got to be really careful. Like, this is already kind of skirting it here. So, Ariel rescued her, and then they go to, like, some bar, and all the guys in the bar are like, oh, yeah, let's get freaky. Please don't do this. Ariel, we didn't know you were here. We weren't going to do anything, I swear. Just calm down. You can have her. And you can see what kind of book this is because just look at the camera angle. Do I really need to say anything else here? I don't think I do. Let's go to page 17. So she's out traveling with the other girl, and this is what happens. They get ambushed. And why do we like not? Why are we not centered anymore? What happened? We're like jumping around. I don't understand that. And you can see this whole book is full of these kind of camera angles. Even when you can show this stuff on YouTube, it's still presented in a very provocative, very exploitive way. Having said that, like, it looks pretty good. I mean, just look at the details in the hands, man. She's got like the little lines on the knuckles and stuff. I wonder if I zoomed in if there'd be like hangnails. Probably not. That's probably asking too much, but like all the little details look so good. Look at the way the cloth wrapped around her wrist is laying. It's not cinched up tight, so there's actually like a little bit of bowing right here from gravity holding it down. She's probably like in the process of raising her arm up. So this side is like that way, this side's that way. Like, it's carrying the motion. The hair looks great. Like, all this stuff is so detailed and fantastic. And it's just a shame I can't show you more of the book because You can't show it on YouTube. Look at the little details on the glove, man. The little hachure lines look fantastic for the shading. Her face looks great. The headband looks great. The little braid looks great. This dude looks pretty cool over here. What does this smell? Yeah, somebody farted. Anyway, they like nerve gas her, and then she wakes up elsewhere, and yada yada yada. But the whole book looks like this. Like there is no cheaping out on the book. The art quality in this book is all like top grade stuff. It's presenting, a certain kind of material, a certain kind of prurient content, but the actual artistic like styling and the way it's done, fantastic. Like you can tell this dude has spent a lot of time drawing ladies. Dude, even her machete, or I guess it's a katana, isn't it? Even her katana looks great, man. Just look at this. The way that arm is, I think that's right for where the muscles would flex, like up on her arm. Like I'm looking at my arm, which is not nearly as like tightly bulging as hers, and I kind of see the same muscle groups when I get my arm up in that position. So the anatomy is spot on. The plot line is kind of what you would expect for a book like this. They wander around and get into some trouble and have a fight. Like it's exactly the kind of content, the kind of story that you expect in a bad girl comic. There's no surprises here. Perhaps the only surprise here is that it looks so dang good. Because if you go back to the 90s, a lot of comics of this ilk didn't look this good. This one does. It's a shame that this book is not out to backers yet, to my knowledge, for the people that back the Indiegogo. If you're like me and you backed the Kickstarter like 4 years ago, you got the book. If you backed the Indiegogo like 3 years ago, you don't got the book. It's crazy. It seems like this whole thing, it's done. The content is here. The book is finished. We're ready to go. Just ship it, man. Just print it and ship it. Having said that, if you like bad girl comics or you just want something that's really pretty to look at, this book is kind of like the epitome of that. You know? You know. You know exactly what I'm talking about. You all take care of yourselves. You have a great day. Post-apocalyptic, wasteland wandering, sword fighting, gun shooting, butt kicking action right here. Bye-bye.